Hey, I'm William James, and this is GRAYBEAR Appalachia. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about one of our favorite places to go, which is Cherokee, North Carolina. And if you don't know, it is west of Asheville, about an hour. And it has a couple really cool things about it, not in the sense of, I guess, the attractions that are there, but different things that you can do when you go there. One of the things you can see there obviously is elk. Usually during the fall, towards the end of the summer and in the fall, you'll see them there and have their big antlers and everything, which is really cool for the kids to see. They have a little, what do you call it, old farm at the visitor center there, right above the town, Cherokee. And then in the town, another thing we like to do, which isn't in the video at the end, but in the summer, there's obviously like a river going through Cherokee, and it's really shallow for the most part, all little smooth river rocks, and the kids love to go there and just wade through it and play, and they build walls, and Lexi just throws rocks because that's what she likes to do with her life. But this video at the end is actually a trip we took overnight. Now normally we take day trips almost all the time, and what that is really we'll leave on Saturday morning and just drive somewhere about an hour, 2 hours away, wherever it is, and find places to go. You know, if you don't like to drive, I guess it's not the best thing for you to try and do, but we do, and we'll go and we'll just drive and see scenery sometimes, and get out somewhere, spend an hour or two, and get back in the car and drive back home. Like I said, really the biggest part about this channel is to kind of get people in the mindset and the mood for getting out there and seeing whatever you can see, I guess, instead of always having to plan months ahead of time, make this huge vacation. Just find time to spend together with your family, whatever it is, wherever it's at. That's what we like to do. And so, like I said, most of the time it's day trips, but this time we actually we wanted to spend the night somewhere. And so what we did, we went to Dandridge, Tennessee, which is kind of a random place to go. And there's really not a whole lot there. It's a really old town. It's got a lot of old buildings in it, if you like that, but it's really small. You know, there wasn't a whole lot of like attractions, I guess, but we found something to do there. And there's like a causeway where the lake is that's over there, and we just took the kids there and they just ran across it and played on the rocks and just had a great time for like an hour and a half, doing nothing but climbing on rocks and just running around in circles. Really, no matter what you do, you can find something to do. It's just you have to get out of the mindset like I have to pay for something, or we have to go somewhere, there has to be an attraction or a ride or whatever it is. Just find stuff to do together. That's what we did. And Dandridge really was just a place to stop because it's pretty close to Pigeon Forge, where we wanted to go through. And really our trip was to go through Pigeon Forge and end up in Cherokee and come home the next day. So that's what we did. We spent the night there at Dandridge in a hotel, and then we went, just because Sarah wanted to stay in a hotel, she was just kind of tired of the house, so she said she wanted to stay somewhere, so we did. And that's kind of how that happened. And then we went through Pigeon Forge. We stopped at Gem Mine, which you'll see in the video, which the kids love. For the second time we went there, it's about $35. It can go up to like $100 and something a bucket. It's crazy. But we usually get a $35 bucket. It has enough for them to play with for a couple minutes, and they're, you know, sifting through the sand and getting little rocks, and they love it. You know, you'll see in the video where Chloe finds something, she's just freaking out. So we did that. Went to a pizza place there. I think I should have remembered this for this video. I think it's Big Al's Pizza, if I'm not mistaken, but it's great. I mean, one of the best places that I've eaten so far. Almost as good as Pizza Time in St. Augustine, where I used to live, but it was almost as good as that. It was pretty good. And let's see, we walked around. We went to the taffy store there behind the mill. As you come into Pigeon Forge, it'll be on the right. It's kind of on a back street, so it's kind of hard to find some if you don't know where you're going, but it's got the old taffy stores back there, and we went back there and got a bunch of candy. My wife loves that kind of stuff, and I like it too. And so that's where we went, and then after that we went Smoky Mountain Parkway, which is always great to see. And we were trying to see leaves, but we were too early that weekend. We actually saw them the next weekend, which we went to Linville Gorge, which we'll show you probably next time. It was still a good trip, great trip, going over the mountains, and I got some drone shots of the mountains, some water, and the creek coming down out of the mountain. And then we went over in Cherokee, saw the elk, ran around the little farm village thing they got there, and had a good time. And then went home. and that was pretty much it. But it was a great weekend, you know. We were back at church Sunday morning, and it didn't take, you know, probably much more than a tank of gas, whatever a cheap hotel room was, and then what we ate. So, you know, say all in maybe $200. And like I said, it's just about, you know, thinking outside the box and just finding things to do. It doesn't have to be like what everyone else does. And so here we have the video of our weekend. As I said, we went from Dandridge, Tennessee to Pigeon Forge to Cherokee, North Carolina, and back obviously home. And you'll see the kind of stops along the way. And hope you enjoy it. And if you have any ideas or places that you may want to go and you just want us to check it out for you before you go there, since we're local, put it in the comments below. Remember to like, subscribe, turn on those notification dings, and let us know what you think. So we'll see you guys later. Okay.